Hi guys, Chester Westford here, filming in front of a green screen today because I'm in the process of moving and my usual background isn't available, so yeah, this I'll have to do for now. May or may not edit the green screen out, so if it's just me against a green screen, oh well. As a Christmas fan, I was disappointed for a while that we didn't seem to be getting a lot of theatrical Christmas releases. But in the last couple years, that kind of has started changing. We got that limited release of Spirited a couple years ago, and I think it was last year we got Journey to Bethlehem. Well, this year we got not one, but two Christmas movies releasing within a week of each other. Lionsgate's The Best Christmas Pageant Ever and MGM's Red One. Very different. So, which one should you go see? It really depends on what kind of flavor Christmas movie you're looking for. It's kind of like Christmas drinks. Everyone has their favorite. The Best Christmas Pageant Ever is like a warm cup of hot cocoa filling you with the warmth of the holiday season. Red One is, I don't know, spiked eggnog maybe? It's pretty crazy. Honestly, I'd say this movie is just what the trailer advertises and pretty much what you would expect from a Dwayne Johnson Christmas film, but it was also a lot better than I expected. Sure, the script is a little ridiculous, the plot is kind of thin without a whole lot of substance, and it, is kind of cheesy, but not cringy. I would define those differently. Cheesy I think of as it's so ridiculous that it's really fun. Cringy is, that is so dumb, I can't watch this. This one, like I say, falls more on the cheesy side. The biggest strength, in my opinion, in this film is the performances. Dwayne Johnson, J.K. Simmons, Kiernan Shipka, they all gave it their all and lifted what maybe could have been a cringier script into something that was, as I say, cheesy but not cringy. The main star of this film for me was Chris Evans. It's nice seeing him stray away more and more from the Captain America role he was known for so long. The fourth level naughty list bounty hunter he plays in this could not be further from Marvel's Big Blue Boy Scout. He plays a great foil for Johnson and the rest of the mythological nonsense going on in the film. And I think another bit of this film's success lies in the fact that, unlike some other movies recently starring Dwayne Johnson, this film isn't trying too hard to be something that it's not. It doesn't seem like it's trying to be the next big franchise. I mean, it might be because everything else is. It knows exactly what type of movie it is, and it stays there. It's an original flick that practically the whole family can sit down, enjoy, get some chuckles from, before going on to do their Christmas shopping or whatever else they happen to be doing next. I don't know what their lives are like. I'm not them. So if you want a cheesy action film, yeah, go see Red One. It's pretty fun. But if you want something more than that, something that has humor but also a lot more depth, a good message, and for some should come with a complimentary box of Kleenex, I needed it, then well, my friend, I've got just the movie for you. The Best Christmas Pageant Ever, based on the 1972 children's novel by Barbara Robinson, was directed by Dallas Jenkins, creator of the popular Christian TV series The Chosen, who apparently had wanted to make this film for 20 years, I believe is what he said in the behind-the-scenes feature before the early access screening I went to. That's a long time. The story follows a suburban family as the mom suddenly finds herself tasked with directing the local church's annual Christmas pageant during a very important anniversary year. Things become complicated when local troublemakers, the Herdmans, and apparently the worst kids in the history of the world, decide they want to take the lead's roles in the performance. I have to admit, while I've been aware of the book's existence since I was a kid, I never got around to reading it. But I will now, because I like the movie and I kind of want to read the book. But yeah, the performances here were all good, the children actors filled their roles pretty well. This is a very nicely told, well put together little Christmas film about showing kindness to others and the true meaning of Christmas. Is it revolutionary? Well, there isn't too much here you won't find in other similar tales, but I will say this. As Christian films go, I think many would agree this is one of the better ones. As a Christian myself, I will concede that Christian films have a reputation for too much preachiness and not enough focus on the story. And that's fair, it's true of many of them. And as a result, only Christians can appreciate some of them. That's not the case here though. It's not too preachy. There are universal truths here that anyone can appreciate. I do have one tiny gripe about this film. Lauren Graham narrates the story in a way that is slightly reminiscent of A Christmas Story, and for the most part that worked really well. But there were a few lines of dialogue here and there in her performance where I thought, you went with that take? But it was nothing major. I just wish there had been a little more inflection at times. Like, there were a few lines here and there where it just sounded like she was reading it, which, I mean, she most certainly was, but it didn't have to sound like it, if that makes sense. But again, that's one very minor gripe in what I believe will become a new Christmas classic. I know I'm probably gonna get the Blu-ray when it comes out, so would I recommend both these movies? Yeah, I think I would. Again, it depends on what type of Christmas film you want. Both are very different. So which of these movies would you choose to watch? Or if you watched both, let me know in the comments below what you thought. I always like to hear other people's opinions, and a very Merry Christmas to all, and to all, a good night.